Hey, welcome back. Sometimes when you're in a relationship, you can just hit a wall or run out of things to talk about with your boyfriend. Every new or seasoned relationship will encounter this problem at one time or another. But relax, you're not alone. Your boyfriend might feel the same way too. Realize that silence is not always a bad thing. It just means that you feel comfortable with each other. But to strengthen the bond and relationship, having a deep and meaningful conversation is the key. So here are 15 things to talk about with your boyfriend. Number 1. Talk about his day. The simplest way to start a conversation with your boyfriend is by asking him how his day has been. In some cases, he will give you a one-word answer such as good or great, but don't take it personal and think he's not interested in talking to you. That is just how some guys naturally respond. They don't always talk about their feelings, so instead try to start by talking about how your day went so you can ease him into talking about his day. If you do this every day, you'll get to know more about each other's life and feel connected. Then one conversation will lead to another. Number 2. Talk about food. There's this old saying, the way to a man's heart is through his stomach, or maybe it's the other way around. The way to a woman's heart is through her stomach. Anyway, you might realize that there is some truth to the saying. Most people love food and you can definitely strike up a good conversation about it. So why not take this as a chance to get to know more about his favorite and least favorite food? You can also mention about new places or food he might want to try in the future. The conversation may even help the both of you to come up with a list of different food to be indulging in when going out for lunch or dinner dates. Number 3. Talk about current affairs. Bring up a conversation about what is going on around you or what's trending online. Celebrity gossip, local or major news would be a great place to start. Or you can ask him if he saw anything interesting online or on television. If he didn't, take it upon yourself to inform him of what's going on and listen to his views on it. This can lead to intellectual debates or turn into some deep and meaningful conversation. You can also share with him some viral video clips or stories that can turn into a good laugh. Number 4. Talk about music. Music is one of the topics you will not run out of things to talk about. Most guys will have their favorite music genre that they listen to. Ask your boyfriend about his. Sometimes you may get to realize that you both share the same interests. Next thing you know, you guys are planning for the next concert date. Music will soothe the soul, and in this case, you both don't have to talk much and just listen to the music. Number 5. Ask for advice. Asking for advice on certain life issue from your boyfriend will not only create a conversation but also builds a strong bond between the two of you. When there is something troubling you or you need a second opinion on a topic, let him come to your rescue. Ask for his point of view and advice and listen to what he has to say. This can also be a way of knowing more about him and how he thinks. Number 6. Talk about sports or his favorite hobbies. Most guys have an interest in sports. Find out if there is a sport he plays or is interested in. You will be surprised to realize that there is one thing he likes doing and he can go on and on about it without getting bored. Besides, he will be more than happy to know that he can share his experiences and interests with you. If your boyfriend is a football fanatic, watch a football match with him and talk about it afterwards. He will love you for it. Number 7. Talk about family. Everyone has good and bad family moments. Take this opportunity to talk about the fun and memorable childhood moments. To get him to open up, you can talk about your family first and the good times when you were a child. This will probe him to talk to you about himself and his interesting family stories. There is always that funny childhood moment or naughty prank that you both can share and laugh about. Apart from his childhood, you can also ask him about his relatives and which one he is closest to. This topic can be a way of knowing and understanding your boyfriend better. Number 8. Talk about your dreams. Share with your boyfriend your dreams, aspirations, or goals you have for your life. You can talk to him about things you want to achieve, whether it's owning your dream house or that sports car you always wanted. If you have a bucket list of things to do, bring it up, and the two of you can talk about that. As a matter of fact, talking about your dreams can actually prompt him to reveal to you his own goals and dreams. This will subsequently keep the conversation going. Number 9. Talk about your future together. If the relationship is new and you are just getting to know each other, then this can be an awkward topic to bring up at first. However, this is also a way of gauging the seriousness of the relationship. You really don't have to go deep into the conversation with certain things such as getting married or having kids. Make it simple and talk about any plans you may have for each other. Some things won't happen right away, especially if it's a new relationship, but there is nothing wrong with discussing your future together. Number 10, talk about work. There is a good chance that your boyfriend is good at and loves what he does. Lending him an ear and actively listen to what he has to say about his work goes a long way when bonding together. Don't get bored if there are things you don't understand. If it sounds like rocket science to you, especially the technical ones, then ask a few questions and let him explain the details to you. In addition, knowing that he's able to share his work with you can relieve him of any stress that he might have and also create a stronger and up-close relationship with you. Number 11, talk about the past. The past is never an easy topic to venture into, and most people avoid it at all costs. However, when you get into a new relationship, there comes a time when you have to talk about your past relationships. When you get to the point where you can comfortably and openly talk to your boyfriend about your past, this means the bonds are only getting stronger. There is no shame in talking about the mistakes you might have made in the past. Besides, when you both can talk about it, you will obviously avoid making the same mistake in your relationship or in the future. Just on a side note, make sure to avoid comparing your past relationship with the present one. Number 12, talk about movies or shows. Going to the movies or simply watching one in the house can be a great way to spend some quality time with your boyfriend. So get to know what he likes. I'm sure there are several movies he has seen in the past that he can tell you about. You can also find out if there are movies you both haven't watched yet. Then you can schedule a time to watch them together. Afterwards, you can discuss how great the movie was or talk smack on how bad the story or acting was. Number 13, happy and proud moments. We might all have one of those moments we are greatly proud of and value the most. Ask your boyfriend about the most memorable and proud times he has had. He will definitely be more than happy to tell you about the achievements he had made that brought him the most pride and fulfillment. This is actually a way of making him feel valued. Therefore, this is one topic that will keep you both smiling and in a happy mood. Number 14, embarrassing moments. Well, not a lot of people really talk about their embarrassing moments before becoming boyfriends or girlfriends because they are obviously too shy to reveal it. Some embarrassing moments, however, can turn out to be funny and lead to a great conversation. Besides, bringing up this topic can be quite helpful in making you and your boyfriend feel comfortable together. So share an embarrassing moment with each other. Within no time, you will find yourself laughing at each other's stories. Number 15, talk about his friends. Most guys will have some great bonds with their friends. Ask him to share stories with you about them and get to know them a bit. After all, since you and your boyfriend are together, you might bump into his friends once in a while or a lot, so it doesn't hurt to get to know them beforehand. When you do see them, you can bring up the stories about them. It will be a really good icebreaker and they'll enjoy your company. Overall, there are many things to talk about with your boyfriend. When you are together and feel comfortable, conversations will flow naturally. Trust me. These topics that I just mentioned will help you get started and make you feel like you can keep him in good company. Hey, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Comment down below and let me know what are some topics you're going to talk about with your boyfriend. Or if you have some other interesting topics that I missed, comment down below. And as always, thanks for watching.